Hi, I'm Jennifer with Only in Sedona Yoga. Thank you so much for joining us for our Sober Saturday live stream. If this is your first time joining in, what this is 30 to 45 minutes of healing restorative yoga, followed by a body scan meditation inspired by the rotation of consciousness from the Yoga Nidra tradition. And because I don't like to talk a lot once we actually get started, other than just to cue the moves, I do announcements at the beginning while I also invite you to get comfortable. Pajamas are recommended. All of these are gentle restorative poses that you could even do right in bed if you prefer that to your mat. If not, grab some cozy pillows, blankets, anything that's going to make you feel good. The mission of these classes is deep nervous system healing, calming, and relaxation. It's not necessarily to get much more flexible, although you may find that it may ease some chronic pain for some people by stimulating some of that hyaluronic acid to flow through the fascia, the connective tissue that runs all over your body. So, anyway, it's healing, it's calming. Get comfy. And I'm not even going to do announcements today. If you want to get in touch with us, all our contact information, everything about that you might need to know if you need to learn more is down in the description of this video. And before we get started, I just wanted to say if you can do this, you are a champion. This is really hard work. And I know I can hear some of the voices in my own head saying, "What are you, crazy? It's not hard work. You're laying around on a yoga mat." It really is. To go deep and get mindful, especially if you are dealing with any kind of issues. And again, you don't have to be dealing with anything heavy to join in. You might want to just relax. But if you are dealing with anything, um, it's tough. It is tough to sit with difficult feelings. And that was one of the probably the most important step I had to take in reparenting myself and overcoming my own addiction. And I still deal with a lot of guilt and stuff like that. And feelings might come up. And if they do, allow them to. Try to practice that detachment. Try to sit outside yourself. Just observe what's going on and be gentle. Be very gentle with yourself. And with that said, let's do some gentle healing work. Let's talk to our mats. Let's begin on all fours with some cat-cows to unite our breath and body. Inhaling as you sink into cow. Exhaling as you round into cat. I suggest that you inhale for a count of 5. Exhale for a count of 5, maybe even 6, slightly elongating the exhale. Uniting breath and body, tuning into your body. Doing a quick scan of your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual state. Just checking in. Not allowing it to go down a rumination chain, just seeing where you're at right now. And then losing yourself as you just unite your breath and body movement. Focusing on the count. And seeing what you observe. Hold this last cat. Really feel the muscles of your backs just kind of fanning open. And then come down to all fours. Nice neutral spine and take an easy seat. Sitting crisscross applesauce like you did as a child. And just start slowly moving your body around as you once again focus on the breath. These first few moves are just to get the fluids going, to make it easier on your body when we hold our longer passive stretches. Hold it here at the top. Place your hands behind you, elongate your spine. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. Rotate out your wrists as you twist to one side, whichever leg's in front. Tune into the stretch, into the twist. If you feel ready, when you feel ready, this back arm can come up to explore a deeper opening in the side. Come back to center. Switch the cross of your legs. Unite breath and body as you start moving the other way. Hold in the center. Elongate that spine. Use your arms to assist if you wish. Take a deep breath of air. And tune into the twist to the other side. If you feel called to do so, this back arm comes up. Explore that deeper stretch in the side body. And coming out of this one, we're going to go into our first hold. A seated forward fold. You may wish to sit on a cushion. You may wish to squish a pillow to your belly. You can use a strap. You can reach for the feet. You can keep your spine relatively straight as I do, especially if you have any lumbar spine problems. Tuning into the stretch, the elongation in the back of the thigh. We'll be holding each of these stretches for a minute or two. Simply tune into your breath. Take 1 or 2 more breaths in this pose. As always, be gentle with yourself as you come out of it. Check in with your body, how you feel. We're going to counter that briefly. You might choose to do a reverse tabletop with your feet in, knees bent. You may choose to do a reverse plank. Take a breath or two here, reversing that move. And we're going to go into a saddle pose next. This move can be a little bit intense. You're going to start by sitting in a kneeling position. Your feet are in, your knees are slightly out. This might be enough right here. You might find it more comfortable to take your feet slightly out to the side and let your hips drop. If it is within your practice, you can start to come back. You're going to feel a pretty intense stretch on the front of your thigh. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And now coming out of this one can be a little intense. If you're seated up, you're probably okay. If you're lying back, work your way up using your arms. Support yourself as much as you can. Come on to all fours. Just kind of let the blood rush back through those legs. Take a cat-cow or two. Stretch those legs out behind you. Let the blood rush back through them. We're going to get the inner and outer thigh next, going into our half frog. You may wish to use a bolster, pillow. One leg is going to go straight back. The other leg is coming out to 45 degrees for a deep stretch on that inner thigh. Take another breath or two here. And when you're ready, come on out. I'm going to go into pigeon or sleeping swan on that same leg next. So we're kind of reversing the direction of that stretch. Find an expression of the pose that feels good and sink into stillness. Take another breath or two here. And then gently make your way up out of this one. And just take a few hip circles as you come out of that. Check in with those hips, maybe compare the two sides. Then we're going to get the other side, starting with that half frog. Take another breath or two here. Take your time making your way out of this one and making your way into pigeon or sleeping swan. Take another breath or two, and then take your time coming out of this one, returning to all fours in your own time to take a few more hip circles. And then before we go down onto our back, we're going to do a thread the needle. So your back arm comes up, bring it through. You can choose to keep your hips high, puppy style, or you can choose to sink back more like a child's pose. Take another breath or two here before switching to the other side, taking your time. Maybe pausing in the middle to do a little shoulder shift. When you're ready, switch sides. Take another breath or two here, please. And as you come out, take a cat cow or two. Before turning it around, we're going to go to lay on our back. We're going to work our back a little bit with some dynamic bridges, reuniting breath and body. Bring your heels in. Sometimes you might want to slightly touch. You might want them further out. Your next inhale, just start peeling those hips away from the mat. Tune into your low back. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly lower down with your breath. Please do this 4 to 6 more times, moving at your own pace, moving with your breath. And as you come out of the last one, bring the soles of your feet together and bring the hands to rest on your belly. And just take a breath or two here. We're going to go into a supported fish. You may wish to use a pillow. You can use a foam roller as well. I'm going to use a pillow today or my bolster. I'm just going to lay it beneath the midline of your back. If you want a variation with a foam roller, it might look like this. Allow your legs to extend, or maybe bend the feet in. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then you're just going to gently make your way down flat on your back. We're going to take a bound supine twist, although you can keep yours unbound by simply letting your legs drop to one side. If you wish, crisscross like you're in an office chair, and let the weight of that top knee bring you across, and breathe. Take another breath or two, and then take your time releasing this pose. Maybe take a windshield wiper or two before you switch to the other side. Remember, as you go to the other side, you can take that straight leg variation or a twisted roots variation. Take another breath or two here, please. Taking your time coming out, Once again, you can windshield wiper. Check in with your hips, check in with your low back. To conclude the restorative part of our work together, you can choose to end with the legs up the wall, or you might choose to take a happy baby if you prefer. If you want a happy baby, your feet come out. You can hold the outside of the feet. If you want a legs up the wall, you can place your hands beneath your hips. You can even use a real wall or the headboard of your bed. Take one or two more breaths here, please. Before bringing your knees to your chest, giving yourself a hug of gratitude and self-compassion, and then allowing your body to fall into Shavasana or whatever final resting pose you prefer for our final meditation. Take this time to attend to your ultimate comfort. Imagine yourself tucking yourself in the way a loving mother would tuck in her child. Snuggling into your cozy nest where you are safe, you are protected, you are loved, and you are free to simply breathe and be. Take the extra time and care to arrange pillows and blankets, finding the right position to sink into stillness. And then draw your awareness to the natural pace of your breath. Observe what happens simply by bringing your awareness to your breath. You may find it begins to slow to become more regular. And if you like, you can begin counting in for a count of 5 and exhaling for a count of 5. Inhaling and exhaling. Draw your awareness to your navel and feel the rise and the fall of your belly with each breath. From your navel, bring your awareness to your heart center. And feel your chest rise and fall. Shifting your awareness to the crown of your head. Even sensing your hair follicles. Sense your forehead relaxing. Your third eye in the center of your forehead. Sensing each eyebrow, right and left. Cheekbones, right and left. And relaxing all the tiny muscles around each eye as you let them sink further back. Sense the gentle flow of air against your upper lip. And each inhale through the tip of your nostrils. Sense your lower lip, your teeth, your tongue from the tip to the root. And relaxing both sides of your jaw. Sense your shoulders, right and left. Your collarbones, your shoulder blades. Sensing your upper arms, your forearms, wrists, and the palm of your hands. Sensing each thumb and each of your fingers in turn. Sensing the tip of each finger, the nail. Can you sense where your fingertips end and the space beyond them begins? Draw your awareness back up to the base of your throat, the right side of your chest, and your left, your solar plexus, navel, and lower belly, and the base of your spine, both sit bones, and the backs and fronts of your thighs. Sensing your knees, your shins, your calves, and your ankles. Sensing the sole of each foot and all 10 of your toes. Sensing the space between your toes and the places where the tips of your toes end and the air beyond them begins. Drawing your awareness back to the base of your spine. Walking your awareness up your lumbar vertebrae. Breathing relaxation into the lower back. To your thoracic spine. Can you sense each rib and the muscles between them and your vertebrae? Sensing the spine in your neck, your cervical vertebrae, the base of your skull, the outside of your ears. Sensing the entireness of the physical body now. Breathing love and light into the physical body. If you wish to drift off to sleep, slowly begin focusing again on your breath and count your way back from 27 as you end this recording. If you wish to return to the world around you, keep that awareness in the outline of the physical self as you wiggle your fingers and toes. Blink your eyes open. Take whatever stretching motions you feel inspired to take as you slowly make your way back out into the world, carrying with you this deep sense of inner peace and this deep healing that you've achieved. Maybe do something nice for yourself or for others. Either way, have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Thank you for spending this sacred time with Only in Sedona Yoga. Namaste.